Hello and welcome. First of all, my apologies for a long absence. Today we will talk about China's largest dam being built on a river that runs through India. But before that, we will talk about what is a water bomb or what is a weapon of water. We have been hearing this for a couple of months since India and Pakistan's war ended, and even prior to that war, India had suspended or held in abeyance Indian Indus Water Treaty. Very briefly, I would like to tell you what Indus Water Treaty. Basically, it came into effect in 1960, whereas it had been negotiated since 1948. And according to this treaty, both countries were supposed to have three rivers each. Pakistan supposed to had Indus River, which is called as Sindh, and number two Jhelum, number three Chenab. Whereas India had the right over three rivers, which is Ravi, Sutlej, and Beas. And according to this treaty, no country can unilaterally cancel it, postpone it, suspend it, or hold in abeyance. No country. Since then, we have been hearing from many Indian politicians that blood and water cannot run through together or something like that. But having said that, many Indian politicians have said that they will starve Pakistanis because they threatened that they would divert the run of the rivers, they will make canals, they will construct dams on those rivers on whose Pakistan have a right. So much so that Pakistani Defense Minister Khwaja Asif had to respond to those threats not very long ago, that Pakistan would destroy those dams or barrages or reservoirs, because Pakistan would take it as an act of war. And he said that we will consider it as a water bomb. What is water bomb? Basically, water bomb is when a country that has built many reservoirs or dams on certain rivers, and all of a sudden, without informing the other country who is downstream, you open your spillways, or you open your dams or reservoirs, and the water plays havoc with the population as well as with the crops of that country. So that is basically a water bomb. Now I would tell you, or I would like to tell you, or I would try to tell you basically, China is building a dam, a very huge dam, the largest in the world, and it's being built on Brahmaputra, which means son of Brahma. It is one of the largest rivers in the world, and it comes through China. And I have collected some information that the cost of this huge project is around $176 billion. And it will produce, annually it will produce 300 billion kilowatt per hour electricity annually, or you can say 60 megawatt electricity annually, this dam. Now India has protested. India has decided that India will too construct a dam downriver so that it can hold water, because this uh, water of this river goes from India to then Indian state Arunachal Pradesh, and then to Bangladesh. Now, China says that it hasn't violated any international law because it is building a dam on the run of river dam, and it would not affect anything in India. Now, some people believe that yes, it will affect India's water. It will affect the agriculture downstream. But China is not making any diversion or any canals, which could be considered as something sort of a water bomb. On the other hand, when India announced or India decided to build a dam on the same river downstream, then the people of Arunachal Pradesh and some other states, they started protesting against this dam, because they said that a large number of people would be displaced from this area, because this area also has a strategic situation not only for India but for Bangladesh and China as well. On the other hand, Bangladesh is also protesting against the construction of this huge dam. I'm not sure if India can go to any court, court of arbitration, international court of arbitration for justice, but at the same time, India would have to justify its own actions or steps which India has taken recently, that India held in abeyance the Indus Water Treaty, which is totally unlawful, illegal according to international laws. But we will just wait and see. Thank you very much.